wishing you were. The world's most famous arena is the place to be tonight as the hottest team in the NBA is in action against a guy who knows a thing or two about putting on a show in the Garden. The only player to average more points in MSG than LeBron James? Yeah, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. If the Lakers win tonight, it would be their second improbable win this week. The Knicks, they're playing sensational basketball led by that guy, Jalen Brunson. He said when he joined this franchise, he didn't come to be a savior, but as they look to win their 10th straight game, fans, they may be looking at him as just that. Lakers, Knicks, we are counting you down on ABC.
Welcome to NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC.
Never sweat the technique.
Certain buildings in this league we thrive on and get excited about.
Who else but the King putting on a show here at the Garden?
You have a guy like LeBron that puts enormous pressure on you.
Don't sweat the technique.
It's not a spotlight that I can't handle.
He put two over the bucket.
But they came to watch this guy do his magic.
We know Jalen Brunson is the guy for the New York Knicks. Pull up 16. Got it!
Never sweat the technique. Tell me when they made it cool to be a hater.
I got to go out there and be the best player I can be every single night. That's what I'm focusing on. Anything else, you guys got it.
Welcome to NBA Countdown, delivered by Papa John's.
Welcome to NBA Countdown alongside the Hall of Famer Michael Wilbon, the architect of the four-time champion Golden State Warriors, Bob Myers. I'm Malika Andrews. Don't worry, we couldn't do a Knicks game without Stephen A. Smith. He will be beaming in a matter of moments. But gentlemen, we have a huge game tonight, so let's get straight to it. It's time for tonight's key matchups delivered by Papa John's. The Knicks, they're on a 9-game winning streak and 15-2 since the beginning of January. That is the best record in the NBA. They have outscored their opponents by plus 250 in the last 17 games. That is the franchise's best run since 1969. You remember that, Wilbon. Jalen Brunson.
No, actually, I don't. Wow. Whoa.
He's a big part of the Knicks' offensive explosion.
We in New York City, baby. They understand what this is about. Moments like this is where it starts. It's just a regular season game. And I get all of that, Bob and Wilbon. But this is where it starts. It's moments like this that's what we were waiting for. And it's going to happen tonight. The Lakers go down.
All right, Malika, a chilly Saturday night in New York City. It's February weather. But the heat will certainly be on inside a sold-out Madison Square Garden. The Lakers are in town against the Knicks. LeBron James missed the last game with an ankle injury, but he's ready to go tonight here at the Garden. Anthony Davis missed the last 2 games with his hip and Achilles problems, but he's back as well in the starting lineup. And Jalen Brunson's night to remember Thursday, first All-Star selection and a 40-point game in another Knicks victory. And good evening, everyone. Along with Doris Burke, Mike Breen on hand, Lisa Salters with us as well. It's always a special night when the Lakers come to the Garden and LeBron James comes to the Garden. But this year, the Knicks are the headliners, Doris. They're the hottest team in the NBA. They've won 9 in a row, 15 of 17. There's a lot of reasons for it. But at the top of the list, Jalen Brunson. Right now, he's playing as well as anybody in the league.
He is, Mike. His level is so high that they've endured key personnel absences and haven't missed a beat. And it goes beyond the basketball skill. It's the consistency, the smarts, the intelligence, and the grittiness. Let's talk about an undersized guy who has been doubted his whole entire career. He's only 6'2", which means his footwork and fundamentals have got to be outstanding. Look at the separation created, the finish ability with English either way, the ability to get those shoulder turned and in the right direction. Setting all that driving up is a career high from three-point percentage. This guy has been on fire.
Well, with more on Brunson, let's check in with Lisa Salters. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Mike. Jalen Brunson told us that he hasn't really stopped to take the time to look at all of the text messages that he's received since Thursday. But he said being named an All-Star for the first time in his career has meant the world to him. And he also said that it just reminded him, more than anything else, that father knows best. It was Knicks assistant Rick Brunson who always told his son, you can be an All-Star in this league if you work for it. And Jalen admits there were days he didn't believe that. He said he knew he could be a good player, but thought to himself, those All-Stars are really good. And so are you, his dad kept telling him. And if you set it as a goal for yourself, keep working on your game, you can achieve it. Jalen said 99.9% of everything he has achieved, his father told him he would before he achieved it, including now, he said, being named an All-Star. Mike?
Thanks, Lisa. As for the Lakers, they're coming off their best win of the season Thursday night, beat the Celtics in Boston, the best team in the NBA, and they did it without LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Well, that just shows you how strange the season has been for these Lakers. Now, the key is LeBron's back. Can the supporting cast stay as aggressive, Doris, as they were the other night?
I think when you play with an all-time great, your natural tendency is to defer. But in their absence, you had two guys play tremendous. We know LeBron James. This building still holds special allure, especially for those guys at the top of the food chain. Look at what LeBron James has done here. But to your point, Austin Reeves and D'Angelo, 11 threes combined. They set an incredible pace against Boston at Boston. They need to stay aggressive.
It's called the world's most famous arena where the all-time greats have always shined. LeBron calls it the Mecca. Kobe couldn't wait to play on this stage. And Michael always tormented Knicks fans. Knicks, Lakers next.
NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC is presented by Wingstop. Bring the flavor. This presentation of NBA Saturday Primetime, presented by Wingstop, will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
And she got the flu here. Watch look like.
Knicks fans have been waiting for a team like this that captures the heart of the city to show the love they've never lost.
The way this team plays, it resonates with all our fans.
Electric.
On fire in the new year.
These are the nights that players remember. Talk about the journey you've been on.
Hard-nosed and non-stop. New York itself. Each night at the Mecca.
It's a lot of grit, desire, just New York.
No matter what, we're going to keep fighting. That's what we do.
Here we go from New York City. It's the Los Angeles Lakers and the New York Knicks. As we welcome you to NBA Saturday Primetime, presented by Wingstop. It's a cold night in New York, but a beautiful night. And here at a sold-out Madison Square Garden, the only trip for LeBron James and the Lakers during the regular season. And it really is an electric atmosphere prior to this game. And you can tell by all the celebrities, decades-long season ticket holders, Spike Lee would not miss this one. Larry David is back in town to root for the Knicks, or maybe the Lakers. Dwight Gooden, the great Met pitcher, in attendance tonight. Hall of Famer Bernard King, some great years with the Knicks. And, of course, Walt Clyde Frazier, the Knicks two-time champion and Hall of Famer as well. And look who also is here, Magic Johnson, the Laker great, in attendance. A plethora of Hall of Famers, royalty in the basketball world. As we look at the starting lineups, and they delivered by Taco Bell. Darvin Ham has had to change lineups quite a bit, and another change tonight as Rui Hachimura will start. Russell and Reeves still in the backcourt. James and Davis return after being out the last game. Meanwhile, for the Knicks, much banged up, but Precious Achiuwa in the starting lineup, as is Josh Hart. No OG Anunoby, and Julius Randle's going to be out for several weeks as well. Both teams have had to deal with some injuries, and certain traditions go on no matter where you play. And for LeBron James, earlier this morning, he said once again, this is a special place for him to play. He calls it the Mecca time and time again, and he relishes the one time a year he comes here, Doris.
And Mike, he's had 3 days off, which generally bodes well for his performance in year 21.
And for Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, 9 straight wins. 15-2 in their last 17 games, and they start tonight third in the Eastern Conference, just a half game back of second. They have the 7th best record in the NBA. Meanwhile, the Lakers, this the 5th of a 6-game road trip. They're 2-2 on the trip, back to even 100, 25-25 on the season, and currently 9th in the Western Conference. Knicks have been dominant at home. The Lakers have struggled.